I'm going to share 6 of my favorite resources that I really wish I had when I was first starting out in the self-publishing business years ago. Now, I've kissed my share of frogs, believe me, I count my lucky stars that none of them were poisonous enough to get my account banned. Let's dive in. Let's start with David Gaughran's free, completely free, all of these are free, starting from zero course. Now, this is a course on book marketing, and I'll include links, of course, but you can go and have a look and see what he teaches. One of the big things that I took away from this was the promo stacking. That bit really has helped me personally. Like every time I do a new launch, I promo stack, and typically, especially if it's free, I manage to get my books into the number one slots of a category. Now, depending on how many you sell, maybe you'll even get it into the overall Amazon bookstore as number one. But this is the one I highly recommend. I really wish I knew about this before, but as I say, this is extremely good. Highly recommend it. Again, 100% free. Nothing to lose here. David Goggins starting from zero. Up in number 2 is Dave Chessin's Sell More Books with Amazon Ads 2.0, and this is an updated course of his Amazon Ads previously published course, and he partnered up with Janet Margot on this one, who is an insider who works for Amazon for many years. Okay, so there's Dave Chessin, and then Janet Margot was with Amazon for nearly a decade, right? And she essentially built out the Amazon Ads program for books. Okay, and essentially all the insights that she shares, insider information, absolute insider information. You'd be crazy not to take this one. Okay, I highly recommend it. She shares some serious golden nuggets, things like I wish I knew back in the day, but obviously this wasn't around. Now I'm going to have a link, it's an affiliate link in the comments, but basically, in this description but basically it brings you right to this page. It's completely free, this course. I only get a kickback, a small commission, if you buy Publisher Rocket, if you don't already have it. But again, course is completely free. You don't need Publisher Rocket to get this course. You don't need Publisher Rocket to get the insights that Janet's sharing. So at number 2, Dave Chessin and Janet Margot's Amazon Ads course. Right, coming in at number 3, Brian Cohen's Ad School. The Facebook group is free and also his page is free. Now, Brian runs these once every quarter or thereabouts, and basically there's so much great information and great support that you can get from the page and the group. So I highly recommend it, even if you don't buy, whatever he's selling. The group and the page, huge amounts of great information and a lot of support. So if you have questions, they answer it for free. Right, you don't have to pay for the support. Once every quarter he runs these, and maybe you might win a giveaway, that he runs quite frequently. So there's always that. Okay, so coming in at number 3, Brian Cohen's Ad School, or Best Page Forward. Also, if you vibe with any of these so far, tap that like button. Let's get into the final 3 resources. Right, coming in at number 4, KDP's own web pages. So I've got here the Kindle Publishing Guidelines, Kindle Direct Publishing's Guidelines. They've got a wealth of information here. Now, this is basically my go-to to check where I stand with the rules and regulations. So if I want to do something, I'm going to come and check to make sure I'm within the rules. So I'm hopefully not infringing on anything, right? So they make the rules, and basically it's up to us to follow it, right? I want to make sure whatever I do is within KDP's terms and conditions before I go ahead and do it. Now, personally, if it's kind of on the border, right, I would prefer just to skip it because I'm being more conservative, I'm being more prudent. I just skip those things. It's not worth risking my book business over, really, right? And there's a lot of things we can do in this business and still stay within the light. Okay, you can stay within the light and not go over to the dark side. Okay, the dark side is always waiting to seduce us. And it's up to us to play by the rules, all right? Or if you don't, you risk the Amazon ban hammer, okay? So coming in at number 4, KDP's own webpage, full of great information. Right, coming in at number 5, Alliance of Independent Authors Services rated page and the book award and contest ratings. This is the bare minimum, due diligence that I will do. So they've got a key and legend. You just type in the name of the book award or contest, or the company or service that you're planning to use. and see what comes up. Okay, this is basically like, it takes seconds just to type in a name. So I highly recommend you use this as part of your due diligence. This is part of my vetting process, and I'm very happy with it. It takes a few seconds of my time, as I say. They keep these lists updated every so often, so it's worth checking. Come back and check to see if the names come up. So if something, they were looking at something before, maybe they've since updated it, for example, and then you just come back every so often and see if there's anything new, if it's been updated, right? So yeah, coming in at number 5, for Alliance of Independent Authors, Services Rated and Book Awards, Book Award and Contest Ratings page. Now, last but definitely not least is number 6, YouTube channels. Okay, there's quite a few YouTube channels that you can definitely check out. Watch their videos, ask questions in the comments. You'd be surprised at how helpful they are. Okay, lots of people are on here. Okay, so Paul Marles, he's someone for low and no content, if you're interested in that. Book launches is like a non-fiction. Julie the Book Abroad runs it. You got Dale L. Roberts for self-publishing generally. Emma Bennett, who's a romance author, very successful. Sean Doll, well, the guy makes a lot of money publishing books, so lots of information. S.D. Houston, great fancy romance author, tuber. Keith Wheeler Books, he's got a load of stuff, just across the board, really. So Keith Wheeler has lots of stuff. Nuria Corby, the home boss, she's all about building, like it says, the home boss, building a business. But she's got great success with low, no content and children's books. And finally, the nerdy novelist. If you're interested, there's so many, but these are just a few. The nerdy novelist is someone I follow for AI, kind of the AI take on things, right? So if that's not your thing, don't worry about it. There's so many you can choose from. But basically, YouTube, fantastic resource, including my channel. If you would like to subscribe, by all means, feel free to do so. If there are any free resources that you would like to recommend that I haven't covered, please drop a comment so myself and the community, we can all learn and grow together. Now, if you're looking to get book reviews the legit and totally above board way, I've got a playlist right here that you should watch. Or if you're struggling for book marketing ideas, this video is really going to be helpful to you. I'll see you there.